Hey y'all, my name is Hannah DeFlorian, and I don't know how to do, I don't know how to download the app that y'all use where you do the video, so I'm just recording it visually, and I'm about to switch it and do my PowerPoint. So, my PowerPoint is Under the Sea, and it is based off math, basically, and it does include literacy and other objects as well included, but the purpose of mine is to learn numbers, all the different animals within the sea, classifying animals, whether it be big or small, different shapes, whether they're large or smaller, just kind of depending on the cutouts of them and what they think they would go under, and also learning colors based off like sea turtles are green, sharks can be white or gray or navy, and whales black, just different things like that. We will also be working on our fine motor skills with the different activities that we do, and overall it's just literacy, math, art, and colors. Okay, so the theme or the topic is Under the Sea, dealing with math, and we will learn different sounds that the animals might make, such as dolphins, or like the splashes or the crabs, click, click, shapes of the animals, and just different things throughout this lesson. The materials needed are Play-Doh, the numbers, and I'll cut these out whenever it would come time, because you might have, like for example, I have this cut out and I would laminate it. It's an octopus, and I would have different, which of the little fuzzy balls that we would glue on, it would be a bigger octopus, and I would have different little colored balls that they could attach to the bottom of them, and they would have to state the color and what number they were, say the color that they were going to put, and then the number that they were placing it on. And you could either do it one by one, or as the numbers gradually increased, you could add that number of colored balls. And so they would learn their numbers and what color they were doing and what animal this is. We have 3 different books to go along with it, and they're on a different slide. And the felt octopus, I do not have that with me, but you would connect the tentacles with it, and you would count how many tentacles each octopus had, and some might have less than the other. Paint, paper, and paintbrushes, and I have the paintbrushes here. And so here are the books and songs that I would use, and we would start out with the Hooray for Fish by Lucy Cousins, and then we'd go to the Clumsy Crab. And just depending on the day and how the kids are, we might just do this book and then go straight to Dr. Seuss, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. And that would be this is going to be our main focus because it's dealing with numbers and colors. And so we would begin the lesson with one of these books, and then I would hand out the Play-Doh during Hooray Fish, and I would start making a fish from the book, or a fish that they think belongs in the sea, and they would just use their creativity and their fine motor skills in order to make this fish. And then I would go along and I would see if everyone has the correct fish to go like in that sea, or if it's just kind of just a fish, which is fine because we are working with pre-K. And then once I finished reading the book and I went around and did that, I would start reading. I would stop and I'd make them leave their Play-Doh, and then I'd have them go to carpet time, and we would sing this song, and it just goes to like a nursery rhyme, which is super fun, super cute. They would love that, just to like get them settled in and quiet. And then I'd read them this book, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. And after we finished that, we would have an activity, and I would cut out these, and it would be like a matching game basically, and we'd have like a little contest to see who could get the matching pieces the fastest, they would partner up in small group and do that. And then after that, the expected learning outcomes, they would learn the numbers that we talked about in one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. And they would learn about the different animals in the sea, and we would just kind of have a bunch of printouts of animals that were in the sea and some that weren't in the sea, and they would just have to categorize to see if they thought that a deer lived in the sea, and they would put that in the outdoors, and if not, then they would put it with the sea, and we would just kind of see what all they've gained from that. Different colors, we would learn the colors that we talked about in the book. And then once again, their fine motor skills would be covered when we were playing with the Play-Doh, and then when we were matching the whale twins together. And just like creativity, because it takes a lot to make something out of Play-Doh if you're not the best at doing that. And children will also be able to recognize if the animal lives in the ocean to cover that, and children are able to sort animals from large to small. These are some of the standards that we covered in this lesson. Some math ones, and then some more math, and then a little reading. So y'all can read those. And then at the end of it, we would do another activity, and I would ask them to paint how they saw the sea or the ocean, and they'd paint their paper blue, like in this picture. And then I might have them do a little green at the bottom if they chose to do that, or orange, or just kind of whatever color they wanted, just like let them be creative. And then once their paint on the blue dry, on the sea dried, I would have them come to me, and I would dip their hands in the color that they prefer to be their octopus or their fish, and then I'd have them go and put that on the paper, and then you have your little sea creatures. And I just thought that was really cute and really creative, and I hope you enjoyed my PowerPoint for my final thing, and thanks so much for watching.